Chicago's been a war zone for years, but what most people don't know is how deep the city's surveillance game runs. CPD's got all types of tech watching these blocks, from shot spotter alerts to secret facial recognition software that most folks don't even know exists. Let's start with the shot spotter system. So boom, shot spotter is the biggest audio surveillance setup in the US. It's got mics and sensors posted all around the Chi, especially in them danger zones, places like Englewood, Old Block, 63rd, and other hotspots. The second them mics pick up a gunshot, it pings CPD with the exact location. We're talking milliseconds. So even if nobody calls 12, the boy's still pulling up. It's like having a snitch on every corner, but it's a mic in the sky, but that's just the start. Now here's where it gets wild. Back in 2020, CPD secretly signed a $49,000 contract with Clearview AI, a company that specializes in facial recognition. And this ain't your average facial ID. Clearview's tech scrapes billions of images from social media, Facebook, IG, Twitter, all that. So if your face is out there, even on some random party pic or a blurry IG story, CPD can use that to track you down. And yeah, this info came straight from leaked emails. That shit is real.
Clear AI scrapped 30 billion images from Facebook and other social media sites and gave them to cops. Oh my God.
Yeah,
puts them into a perpetual police lineup.
Oh, so no more of that. They're not in the system. They're not in the system.
Look at that. 30 billion images from Facebook and social media sites and gave them to police. So now they have your name and your face. So if you have a fake ID, if you get pulled over, they know exactly who you are. And they can run that through some fucking computer that has a database.
Everything that was a big
social
thing.
media, everything you've ever done.
Setup of Kennedy Lavelle, July 28, 2017. It's 2:55 a.m. near Cabrini Green's row houses. Kennedy Lavelle, 31, also known as Extended Clip Gutter from the OTE set, is outside, probably thinking the night is chill. But nah, the streets had other plans. Someone rolled up and lit him up, multiple shots to the abdomen. Bro was paralyzed, stuck in a hospital bed for days before finally passing. But here's the fucked up part. Rumors say his own homies set him up. Word is, they used his own strap to take him out. Imagine that, riding with dudes you trust, only for them to line you up.
A gas station on the city's south side killed 2 people. It also injured 2 others, including a 64-year-old man. We get right to CBS 2's Sandra Torres, who is live at the scene in Washington Park. Sandra?
That's right, Roseanne and Lionel. And this shooting happened about 4 hours ago, but this is still a very active scene. Take a look behind me. Police have blocked off this gas station on 51st Street and Indiana Avenue as they canvass the scene. There are dozens of shell casing markings on the ground right by the entrance, giving us an idea of how many shots were fired.
The Golo gas station ambush. March 10th, 2017, just before 2 a.m. Surveillance picks up a gray Chevy pulling into the Golo gas station on East 51st Street. Moments later, it's chaos. Dudes hop out and start dumping, no hesitation. Lavelle Cox and Jawan Carter, better known as Helvel and Buddha, both get hit multiple times. Helvel ain't make it, but here's what's wild. Nick Nitti from SKD, who was there too, actually used Helvel's body as a shield and survived. Whole thing caught on cam. And in all this madness, a 65-year-old gas station worker also got shot 5 times, but he survived. He was just doing his job, caught in the crossfire. Corner store argument turns deadly. April 10th, 2020, 11:37 p.m. Surveillance shows a dude in an orange jacket walking into a corner store, heated as hell. Turns out, someone outside asked if he wanted to buy some weed. Nothing crazy, but bro took it personally. They get into it outside, and before long, shots ring out. An 18-year-old in a NASA hoodie catches 3, hip, leg, and hand, but makes it to the hospital in fair condition. All this over some loud. Could have just said no and walked away, but this is the Chi. Disrespect don't slide easy. Mall shooting at North Riverside Park.
Good evening. I'm Jim Williams, and developing tonight, tense moments at a West Suburban mall. Customers run for cover after shots are fired in North Riverside. That's where CBS 2's Stephen Graves is live tonight. Stephen?
Jim, good evening. Yeah, this mall shut down for most of the afternoon. Chaotic scenes playing out on this busy Father's Day. Tonight, that shooter still on the loose. Viewer video from inside shows the chaos, the aftermath here. Men, women, and children look panicked as they file into a store. It's unclear if the shooting happened anywhere near here, but North Riverside police say someone shot a man on the lower level of the mall. It happened around 12:30 this afternoon. Medics took the victim, who is in his 20s, to a nearby hospital. Now, this is the second time in weeks we've been here talking about a shooting at North Riverside Park Mall. May 31st, cameras caught a shooter gunning down someone at close range. That happened outside the Olive Garden restaurant on mall grounds. The victim in that case died. It was around the same time looting was taking place at the mall here. And tonight, there is a growing outcry on social media to close this mall altogether. People have said that there have been violent incidents this past week. The mall on Facebook confirming those did happen, but they were isolated incidents and some ended with arrests. Again, no one arrested in tonight's shooting. The mall also calling this one an isolated crime. This mall is expected to reopen tomorrow, normal business hours. Live here in North Riverside, Stephen Graves, CBS 2 News.
May 31st, 2020, 2:40 p.m. Middle of the day, mall packed, but that don't stop the smoke. Surveillance captures Marquand Blanchard, 22, running for his life behind the Olive Garden at North Riverside Park Mall. Behind him, a gunman on his heels. Marquand tries to get away, but he ain't fast enough. Shots fired, he gets hit, collapses, and later dies at the hospital. Shit's scary when you can't even go to the mall without worrying about losing your life. Vero Lounge, triple murder. December 11th, 2022, 2:26 a.m. at Vero Lounge, 3235 North Central Avenue. A night out turned into a bloodbath. Ricky Vero, 50, whose brother owned the bar, got hit in the head and chest, died on the scene. His daughter, Maria Varo, just 25, was shot in the head but still breathing when they rushed her to the hospital in critical condition. Maria's friends, Maria Pizarlos, 26, and Mercedes Tavares, 24, both got hit too and didn't make it. 4 people shot, 3 dead, all from a bar fight that spiraled out of control. Later, they arrested Samuel Person Salas, 32, who got slapped with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted murder, and even a kidnapping charge. The death of T-Roy from O-Block. February 14th, 2017. The surveillance footage shows James Johnson, aka T-Roy from O-Block, standing in a store looking like he's talking to someone, but it's a setup in plain sight. T-Roy was out op shopping, meaning he was lurking around rival blocks. Problem was, he slipped into enemy territory. 3 TW members pulled up. First one in frame is Can't Get Right, and then TB steps in. TB walks up slick, hands empty, or so it seemed. When he gets close, he pulls out the burner and fires 1 shot straight to T-Roy's chest. T-Roy drops and later dies at the hospital. This footage didn't even surface until 11 months ago, and barely anyone talked about it. Get back for T-Roy, the death of TB. But you know how Chicago works. Violence begets violence. 7 months later, TB, the same dude who allegedly killed T-Roy, got caught lacking. September 2017, 700 block of South Chapel, 12:45 p.m. TB standing outside when someone walks up and shoots him in the head. Right there, broad daylight. This was rumored to be get back for T-Roy, and the cycle didn't stop there. The death of Can't Get Right. Another 7 months later, June 15, 2018, surveillance picks up another hit. This time, it's DeAndre Wallace, aka Can't Get Right, The same dude in the T-Roy footage wearing the red jacket. It happened around 9:49 p.m. near a store on East 63rd Street. Someone opened fire, killing an innocent 43-year-old man and can't get right. Another piece in this endless cycle of street violence. And that's just scratching the surface. Chicago's streets tell stories through this surveillance footage. Cold, raw, and unforgiving.